Yo, sup with y'all boys and girls, man. Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session for December 4th, 2022. If you're looking for more of this great content, man, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Drop who y'all like down in the comments as well. Y'all know I love going through, seeing who y'all like in the comments. But if you're looking for my best bets, the best that I'm placing tonight, as well as best bets from the top handicappers in the world, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab, and that's where you'll find best bets from the top handicappers on the planet. Link to my $15 NBA Jam session plays in the description. My best bet in the NBA every night, $15. Scoop that up. We've been red hot in the NBA this week, man. We want to continue to do just that. We dropped last night's $15 NBA Jam session play with the Utah Jazz. Anthony Simons just got red hot in that first half yesterday with the Portland Trail Blazers. I think he had like 35 in the first half. It's going to happen, man. Guys heat up in the NBA sometimes. But we're back tonight with it. We look to smash tonight as we always do. Sorry about missing yesterday, man, but I'm back tonight. We got a decent-sized card in the NBA tonight, so let's smash it as we always do. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, man. That's where I release the parlay of the day. That's where I release any late injury news that I think y'all should be updated on. And that's where I can also update y'all if my mind changes on any of these games. As y'all know, this video comes out early in the morning. It allows me to update y'all if my mind changes due to any late news coming out of the NBA that day. So follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. Like I said, man, we got a decent-sized card in the NBA tonight. We want to smash it per usual. Without further ado, man, let's get into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Denver Chicken Nuggets on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Denver road favorites laying 1.5, total 229. This is a great game, man. We got the second team in the West currently and the third team in the West currently. Pelicans being second, Nuggets being third. I'm going to take the Pelicans here on the money line. That's what I'm going to do. If you want to take the 1.5 or the point, depending on which line you get, I could understand that doing it too because, you know, at the money line price, you're really not getting much. But I'm going to take them on the money line. I think they get the job done here. We know the Pelicans play their best basketball at home. They've won 3 straight on their home floor. I think they go for a 4th here tonight. I know Brandon Ingram is still out. No Herbert Jones, their best defender. But I think the Pelicans just continue to defend home court, man. I've been high on this team all season. I'm not going to jump off the wagon now. Zion has been playing at a really extremely high level here recently. I told you, just wait till he starts getting healthier. And we're going to start to see him start to become that top 5 player that we thought he was when he first came out of college. I'm on the Pelicans here in this one. The Nuggets have been playing good basketball here recently, especially since getting their players back. But I'm not overly in love with the Pelicans' recent schedule. I'm not over in love with the Nuggets' recent schedule. That's why we were on the Hawks in their last game because the Nuggets, man, they played Houston, the Clippers with no Kawhi, no PG, and Oklahoma City Thunder. Yes, they're third in the West right now, playing good basketball, but their level of competition hasn't been the best. I don't love this spot for them here on the road facing a Pelicans team who plays their best basketball at home. And I'm going to take the Pelicans here on the money line here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Phoenix Suns on the road facing the San Antonio Spurs. Suns road favorites laying 9.5, total 231. Suns have been playing some overall great basketball, man. 15-7 on the season. One of the best teams in the Western Conference right now. In their last matchup, we faded them at home, which we typically don't do. We typically automatically take the Suns at home. We took the Rockets plus the points in that one. No way did I think that the Rockets were going to win that game outright. But that's what happened, man. And because of that, I love tonight as a bounce-back spot for this Suns team. I'll lay the 9.5. This Spurs team has just been awful all season, man. And I think that they can come in here and get steamrolled. We typically don't take the Suns, or I typically don't like taking the Suns on the road. We typically love playing them at home. On the road, it's typically a fade or no play. But in this one, I just love the spot off of the embarrassing home loss to the Rockets. I think they come in here tonight and just put an ass whooping to this Spurs team. Spurs have been awful, man. They fooled us at the beginning of the season. We thought maybe, hey, they might compete a little bit. Since then, I don't think they've won a game in over a month. Is what it seems like. 6-17 on the season. They just keep getting blown out, no matter if they're at home, on the road. Terrible spot for the Spurs team here tonight. I think the Suns, coming off that terrible home loss against the Rockets, got a little frustration to get out, and I think they get it out here against the Spurs. I'll lay the points with Phoenix here in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, and arguably game of the night, we got the Boston Celtics on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Boston laying 3, total 234. Boston comes into this one 18-5 on the season, number one team in the East, arguably number one team right now in the NBA. Man, that's just how dominant they've looked this season. On the other side, we got the Brooklyn Nets 13-11 on the season. The Nets have ripped off 4 straight here recently, playing some really good basketball. They're above 500 now. For me in this one, though, I got to take the Celtics and lay the bucket. I think the Celtics are just a better team here in this one. We saw how the Celtics dismantled this team in the playoffs just last season. And the Celtics coming off that home loss to Miami. I think this is a bounce-back spot for them here. Brooklyn has been playing better basketball under Jacque Vaughn. Like I said, they're finally positive on the season, sitting at 6th in the East right now. But I'm not in love with this spot for them here tonight, man. Boston has just been steamrolling damn near everybody in their path. Coming off of a loss, I'm going to take the Celtics. I'm going to lay the bucket. When I first saw this game, I thought the line was going to be even bigger. I thought we was going to look at like Celtics -5 or something like that. But we're not. We're only laying 3. I'm going to grab the 3. Give me Boston in this one. The best team in the NBA looks like thus far this season. Definitely the best team in the East. We just seen this team dismantle this Brooklyn team in the playoffs last year, sweep them out of there. I'm going with the Celtics here in this one, and I'll lay the 3. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Memphis Grizzlies on the road facing the Detroit Pistons. Memphis road favorites laying 6, total 230. For me in this one, I'm just going to take the better team in my opinion, and I'll lay the 6 in the Memphis Grizzlies. I know Memphis typically doesn't play their best basketball on the road. They're typically a better home team. They are on the road. They kind of struggled here on the road this season. But I think this could be a get-right spot for them on the road, and I'll lay the 6 with Memphis. We're going to look at the Pistons. I know that they had a huge win in their last one against the Dallas Mavericks. Standalone game that day. They beat them in overtime. In a game which really didn't need overtime. It didn't. The Pistons were pretty much controlling that one. They allowed the Mavs to come back down like 12 late in that fourth quarter, force overtime. The Pistons did put them away in overtime, but you know, it shouldn't have gotten there. So, yeah, they beat the Mavericks in the last one, but just the game before that, man, they lost at home by 30 points to the Knicks, 140-110. I think this Pistons team is more closely to that team that lost by 30 to the Knicks, more so than they are than the team that went and beat the Dallas Mavericks. Both of those games were at home. This Pistons team is really inconsistent, a hard team to get a grasp on. But I'm going to lay the 6 with Memphis. I think they're just a much better team. I think the Pistons are a bottom feeder in the NBA. Memphis doesn't play their best basketball on the road. That's why it's just a lean. But I think the Grizzlies definitely go in there and get a win against the Pistons. And so I'll lay the 6 here with Memphis. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road facing the New York Knicks. Cleveland road favorites laying 1.5, total 227. Y'all know where we at in this one. We're on the Cavs. We're going to lay the bucket. The Knicks, man, check this out. Typically, I come here and tell y'all, hey, this team plays their best basketball at home. They're typically a play-on situation at home. Well, the opposite could be said for the Knicks, man. The Knicks play their best basketball on the road, actually. The Knicks have now lost, 5 straight home matchups? They've been getting torn up at home, man, and I don't love this spot for them here against this Cleveland Cavs team. I know the Cavs typically play their best basketball at home as well, one of the best home records in the NBA thus far this season, but I still think they can come into New York and get a win over this Knicks team. The Knicks are also on a back-to-back after getting blown out last night at home against the Dallas Mavericks, 121-100. Now you're on a back-to-back and now have to defend this elite backcourt in Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. I'm not in love with the spot for the Knicks. I think their home struggles continue. They make it 6 straight home losses. We're only laying a bucket here with the Cavs. I'm going to lay the bucket here with Cleveland. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Lakers on the road facing the Washington Wizards. Wizards home favorites laying 2.5, total 233.5. This is an interesting line when I first looked at this one, man. I thought we were going to be looking at more like a pick'em situation in this one, just because the Wizards have been struggling here recently, man. They've lost 4 of their last 5, while on the other side, the Lakers have won 4 of their last 5. So, interesting matchup. We're going to look at what the Wizards have done. Like I said, they've lost 4 or 5. The 4 losses, though, are all on the road. The 1 win is at home. They lost to Miami, Boston, Brooklyn, and Charlotte, all on the road. They beat Minnesota at home, 142-127. I think that they could use tonight as a get-right spot back at home, and I'll take the Wizards and I'll lay the points. I know the Lakers have been playing better basketball here recently. They just came off of a huge win against the Milwaukee Bucks on the road in a game where, I'll be honest, LeBron and AD were looking like 2020 LeBron and AD, the one that won the championship in the bubble. As y'all can see right here back on the screen, the one that won the chip here. But I'm not in love with this spot for the Lakers, man. I'm really not, man. That was such a huge win for them in that last one. I think tonight could be a letdown spot. I even told y'all that the Lakers were going to go on a little run probably like a week or two ago, but I just thought it was more so due to their scheduling. 3 of their last 4 wins, one was Milwaukee, but the 3 others were San Antonio twice and Portland, no Damian Lillard. On the road here in this one, I'm not in love with the spot. The Wizards have been struggling here recently. They're back at home. I think that they can win and cover here tonight. Kind of a get-right spot for the Wizards, a letdown spot for the Lakers after such a huge road win against the Bucks. Give me the Wizards. I'll lay the points with them here in this matchup tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Chicago Bulls on the road facing the Sacramento Kings. Sac home favorites laying 2.5, total 238. Of course, y'all know where I'm at, man. I've been here a lot of this season, and I'm not getting off. Give me the Kings. I'll lay the bucket here at home. Chicago 9-13 on the season. I kind of told y'all to begin the season I was not high on this Bulls team. I think they kind of peaked last season. And they've been struggling here recently, man. They've lost back-to-back road games. If I'm seeing this correctly, this will be their 6th straight road game for the Chicago Bulls team. I don't love that at all, man, for them. They got to be tired of the road. And now they're playing the Kings team who plays their best basketball at home. I think they can come in here and get slaughtered. They've lost back-to-back on the road. They played Golden State the other night, lost 119-111. They played Phoenix on the road. They lost in that one 132-113. I think another beatdown might be in order here. Sacramento has bounced back from their little losing streak that they were on. They beat the Clippers yesterday on the road, man, 123-96. The game before that, at home, man, they beat on the Pacers 137-114. Sacramento hot right now. They're starting to play that better basketball that we were on them in that long streak for. Here at home against a Bulls team who this is their 6th straight road game and they're struggling right now. We got to lock this in, man. Give me the Kings. I'll lay the bucket here with them in this matchup tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Indiana Pacers on the road facing the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland, home favorites laying 3.5, total 233. Damian Lillard could be making his return to the lineup here in this one tonight. But the way them boys was playing last night, I don't know if they necessarily need him to come back tonight, man. Simons was going absolutely bananas last night, hurt my pockets. Bro had like 35 in the first half. He was going crazy. He could have had 50. He really could have had 50. I think he had, 45? Something like that. His highest scoring game of his career. Bro was going crazy. On a back-to-back, though, I don't necessarily love this spot for the Blazers. With or without Lillard, I'm still going to take the Pacers plus the points in this one. I know the Pacers have been on a long road trip. This will be their, 5th straight road game. They've only won 1 of those 4. I think this could be their 2nd one. I would sprinkle some on the Pacers' money line in this one as well. Portland has just been struggling here recently. They've only won 2 of their last 5. I know Lillard could be coming back in this one, but it could mess up some of the roster chemistry that this team has been playing without him. On a back-to-back, I don't necessarily love this spot for them here tonight. I'm going to take the Pacers plus the points here in this one. And that's going to conclude tonight's NBA Jam session on December 4th, 2022, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Drop your like down in the comments as well. If you're looking for my best bets, the bets that I'm placing tonight, as well as the best bets from the top handicappers in the world, check us out over at Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab, and that's where you'll find best bets from the top handicappers in the world. Link to my $15 NBA Jam Session plays in the description. That's my best bet in the NBA every night. We dropped last night's play with the Utah Jazz, but we look to get back on the horse tonight. I got a winner, I think, loaded up for y'all, so scoop that up, $15. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, man. I released the parlay of the day today. Also, I can update y'all on any late injury news for the day, and if my mind changes on any of these games due to any late information. So, yeah, do that. Follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ, man. Thank y'all for watching. Tweet me on Twitter. That's where I'll holler at y'all today. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Let's make some money tonight. I'm out.